So the You Aren't Alone Project is a new nonprofit organization that we're starting that really aims at forming a social and physical network of ongoing support for mental health and wellness in our community. And the whole idea is that no one ever has to feel alone in their struggles. Our main goals are to encourage understanding, erase all of those stigmas, and to really invest in some of the partnerships that are going to continue moving this initiative forward. The vision of the project is really to be a platform so that we can start talking about mental health in the same way that we talk about physical health. For Baton Rouge in particular, I know for myself when I was just searching for resources for this project, either the options are slim or there's just not a direct line to actually find some of those resources. And so the more I've gotten into this, the more sort of partnerships I'm able to form and really kind of find out about that are in this community, through that people like me and you who are searching online or trying to make phone calls don't have to be redirected 1,000 times, because I know with every click and every new phone call and every transfer you make is you lose hope, And so those partnerships are going to be really important to us. But even just in general, Baton Rouge is ranked 47th in mental health, and that comes from sort of a lack of, again, understanding about what type of programs and events and support systems we have here in Baton Rouge, and that stigma of just not wanting to talk about mental health. The project's going to launch with a live art event at Mid-City Ballroom on July 26th, and this is going to be a really amazing experience and kind of unique in that we're going to have visual art displayed around the room and performances throughout the night, all interpreting people's struggles with mental health or people supporting those struggling with mental health in this creative space that we really do use to get through some of this stuff. And so we'll have all these artists on site to kind of talk through where their works came from. We'll have mental health resources on site so that we continue the conversations after that, and it really is going to be this amazing launch point for the nonprofit so that we start that network there. And the goal is to have everyone walk out of that room feeling something. A big part of the project, aside from just offering that support network for people who do deal with mental health issues, is to open up a conversation with people that don't quite understand what it's like to suffer with mental health. And the way we're going to do that is to be just bold in our conversations about mental health, and to have events like this where you can look at a piece of art and really feel something, so that even if you don't necessarily connect with anxiety or depression or more serious issues, you connect with a feeling. And sometimes that's just as powerful. And so if we can just promote a little bit more understanding and open-mindedness among people who are either dealing with it or don't understand but want to support somebody who is, because let's be honest, we're all affected by it in some way, shape, or form, whether it's myself or somebody I love and care about. And so a lot of these projects and events and programs and educational pieces are going to serve dual purposes, to support and to encourage understanding. The most important thing I'd want to tell somebody who is either scared to get help, doesn't know where to look, or doesn't feel like they are bad off enough to warrant talking to a professional or being a part of something like some of the programs we're going to offer, is that, well, you aren't alone. And that's what really helped me, is that I know the day that I went to seek help, and we started talking about treatment options and therapy, I myself knew people who had been in a much sort of darker space than I was, and I felt like I was being almost weak for needing help. And when I actually opened up myself up to that process and got the help I needed, it changed my life significantly. And the more I talk about it, the more people I realize are in that same space where you just don't know where to turn next. We want the You Aren't Alone project to be the place that people go to for hope.